Ramadan Kareem, welcome to the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And Lakshmi.
We go through the big trending stories today. We're kicking the show off with two fairly unprecedented announcements regarding calendars and timings in the UAE. First up, school calendars have been announced for the next 3 years.
And secondly, Eid al-Fitr 2026 holidays have been announced.
We're also going to talk about fog alerts, flights facing delays across Dubai.
And Foodie's Dubai order is going crazy viral.
Viral across the world. In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny. Temperatures between 19 and 31. Fog is expected to lift by 10 a.m. Before we get to all of that, it's the morning, it's motivation. And the one lady that's giving me all of the motivation right now, her name is Eileen Gu.
Yes.
Has she been taking over your feed as much as she has been taking over mine?
Yes.
So if you've been living under a rock, she is a Chinese-American skier. She's been skiing for China in the Olympics, which have just finished up in Italy. And not only is she breaking records on the slopes, her conversation and delivery during interviews is also gaining headlines.
Yes, it's going viral actually, and I understand why. When I was completely in awe of like the way she was articulating everything. So initially I saw this video, so I don't follow Olympics so much. So I was surprised it just came onto my feed. So she's just 22 years old. That was my first surprising element. I was like, my God, she's way too composed. Like I don't know, it's like, I was in awe of her brain actually.
Same, very same.
So she, initially there was this video of a journalist asking her about how she felt about losing the gold.
Yes.
And she, without like it, she didn't lose any kind of her composure. She just continued in the same tone. She was like, I gained silver medals. And I loved that perspective, you know. While this person was talking about how she lost a gold, she was talking about the things she has gained. And I was like, that's such a beautiful way to look at it. And somehow everybody else missed it. So I'm glad she pointed it out. And now another one video is going viral as well.
Yeah, so true on that like, the journalist was expecting your day-to-day answer of, yeah, I lost, you know, I hope next time. But she's an amazing skier. And she was like, well, actually, what I've done is phenomenal. And how dare you say I've lost something when, in fact, I've gained so much. And the answer that I saw this morning was this journalist asked her, in a polite way, do you think before you speak? Because you tend to have these kind of amazing formed opinions in like a second, and I think she was trying to get an insight into her mind. And Eileen Gu gave us a phenomenal insight into her mind. She started by saying, I think a lot, I am a pensive person. And then she went into the fact that she journals, the fact that she deciphers all of her thoughts, she dissects all of her thoughts. And she talked a bit about neuroplasticity, which is that you can essentially change how you think. You can control your mind. And if you can control your mind, then you can essentially be the person that you want to be. And that she thinks deeply about this, and that she has created the person that she wants to be, and that she thinks her 6-year-old self will be proud of her. And it's through, without being egotistical, but thinking about your thoughts and using and tinkering with your brain, which I just thought was so epic. And I'm like, maybe I need to journal.
Yes. We need to sit with our brain for a while. I don't think I give my brain that space to, you know, think so much. But yeah, and you know, I'll actually take her word for it, because I think she's also a biochemistry student. She's mastering in it. So I love the way she's put it across. She's like, you know, you need to sit with your thoughts. It's like, you know, a lot of people, they once they have a thought process formed, they refuse to change from it. Like, they're set with that. But this idea of, you know, a 22-year-old is sitting down with her thoughts, modifying it, journaling it, like thinking through it, and, you know, putting it out so, I don't know, so beautifully.
Eloquently, yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it was inspiring to me as well.
Me too.
I was like so young and so nice. I like it.
We're waving the flag for Eileen Gu today. She was a winner on the slopes and also off the slopes. And so I think it was 3 gold, 3 silver in total in the Olympics. But what a legend. Let's jump into our big story of the day. We have school calendars have been announced for the next 3 years. This is fairly unprecedented. It doesn't usually happen that we get the absolute calendar for 3 years announced by the UAE Ministry of Education for both public and private schools for the next 3 academic calendars. So to begin 2026 to 27, classes will begin August 31st, 2026 and end July 2nd, 2027. Midterm breaks, October 12th to October 18th, winter break, December 14th to January 3, and spring break, April 5 to 11.
So for 2027 to 2028, the school year starts August 30th, 2027, and it finishes by June 30th, 2028. The midterm break is expected to be around October 11 to 17, winter break from December 13 to January 2nd, and then comes a spring break, which is from March 27 to April 2nd. So for 2028 and 2029, the classes will be starting around August 28, 2028 and end June 29, 2029. The midterm break falls around October 16 to 22nd, and the winter break will be from December 11th to January 1st, as you can see, and the spring break will be from March 26th to April 1st.
So just a note on this, directly from the ministry, they emphasised the importance of all schools across the UAE adhering to the midterm break for the first semester. However, some private schools not following the ministry curriculum may split it between October and February, subject to approval. This exception does not apply in Sharjah, which follows its own curriculum, and this is according to local reports. The calendar also excludes private schools following Indian, Bangladeshi or Pakistani curriculum.
All schools, they must follow the approved calendar, including holding final assessments or completing the curriculum requirements in the last week of each term. And this is to ensure students attend until the last school day. This excludes grades taking pre-scheduled international exams according to college times.
The ministry says a 3-year outlook will help schools plan ahead and strengthen readiness for future generations. So that's the approach. We do have a response from a Dubai mom. Her name is Helen O'Brien, and she has shared her reaction to the news this morning, and we'll play it for you here now.
I would just really be nervous about teachers being burnt out. And obviously you want in schools, if teachers are well rested and happy, that's when our children are getting the most out of them, you know. It's also, I suppose, looking at it from a family, we have children aged 8, 13 and nearly 18. And when you're looking at those high level years such as like GCSEs and A levels, so you're looking at your 10, 11, 12, 13, those students in themselves, they need that break. They need that break to study, especially going into A levels. They usually use that spring break to catch up on all their studies, you know, to regroup, to have those rests, to have those sleep-ins. And it might seem so small, but it really does mean a lot. I really do think it's important for families to have that time as well. And you know, those spring breaks, as we call it over here, those 2 weeks off, you know, a lot of the time that's around the time, think about it, you know, the end of financial year and things like that. A lot more families are capable and able to go on little mini breaks together. And those holidays are so important. You know, you do a lot of growing on holidays. We notice ourselves when our kids come on holidays with us, they learn a lot, they experience the world. And we just enjoy that family time together. So I'd just be nervous, like with the times, you know, being those, you know, lovely little week breaks being taken off them, those family times are starting to diminish as well, you know.
So if you're just joining us, that was the voice of Helen O'Brien. She's a Dubai mom. She's reacting to the news of school calendars being announced for the next 3 years. So the key issues that she wanted to kind of highlight there are potential teacher burnout, especially for mixed age families. So if you've got kids kind of in the higher age brackets, they want to be using those longer midterm breaks, like the spring break, for example, to study for their A-levels, to regroup. And then finally that spring break specifically to use it potentially again as holidays for families to kind of go away, experience the world. And so the key kind of issue there is spring break being reduced, and then also some of the other dates changing. But I think the idea is that spring break is really beneficial for families in lots of ways, I think is what she's kind of getting at.
Yes. For me, it's here and there a bit. Like, I agree with it. It's a really nice initiative that, there are longer breaks and all of that. But I'm worried on parents on how this might reflect on parents. Because I can tell my sister, she's already she's stressed out because, all of the people are at home now, especially during Ramadan. So the kids are at home. I am going early. I'll be there. So she just keeps saying, why is everybody suddenly at home? So for her also managing everything around here and there to get the kids back and then have them sorted and all of those. She was a bit worried, but she also likes the idea that she gets to spend more time with them. So it's both here and there for them.
Yeah, I think it's great that the ministry has announced set holidays. Because having a set schedule for majority of schools is important. But then I think, there are points to be made on either side of the length of breaks. And is it possible for schools to have flexibility there? Is it not? To let kind of the schools determine themselves? I'm not really sure. I think it's very difficult to please because I think parents of different age groups have different requirements and different needs. And it's very difficult to please all. And so we have the announcement today, and it'll be interesting to see the reaction from it from different people. But as well, yesterday we got the announcement for the Eid holidays 2026, which was also came sooner than expected. So we can now plan and look forward to our Eid break. The UAE federal government has confirmed that the Eid al-Fitr holidays will run from March 19th to 22nd, 2026.
For the private sector, the holiday is currently set for March 19 to March 21st. And here's the detail to watch. So if Ramadan completes 30 days, the break will be extended to March 22nd, giving private sector employees an extra day off.
So it's time to start planning the long weekend because generally we've been reporting the news here at Lovin Dubai for many, many years, and you wait until the moon sighting for that announcement, and so people are left in limbo. But it feels like these two announcements in tandem are trying to allow people to make plans in advance. Because one thing we have always said on the show is it must be difficult for parents to make their Eid plans if you're only planning the holiday 3 days out, especially if they're schools, and schools have rules on being in and being out and absentees and things like that. So announcing now means you've got kind of 26 days, 25 days to make those plans as opposed to announcing it a few days out. So I think it is great to get the announcements now to save a big rush at the very end.
Yes, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I've also been actually even for the the school calendar that has been released, I feel like we've been given a timeline already on how it's going to be like. So even if we want to voice any concerns or if we are all up for it, there's a good time period to voice it all out. And even for Eid al-Fitr, I was actually surprised when the announcement came in early. I'm like, yes, now I know when the holiday is going to be. I'm all set for that holiday mood already now.
We did a series, so it was announced by the FAHR on their Twitter account, but it even took a moment to really accept that it wasn't fake news, because we just are always waiting for it in the last 2 weeks. So it was really cool to get it in advance. It just allows more time for planning, which I think is very important, especially if you're planning for more than one person. I think if you're planning as a solo person, and
I'm planning solo. I'm like, I need to go here and here.
And it still gives more, it's just the
Yes.
dates and knowing. And for example, even work-wise, we have schedules and we have the intention of, our Lovin Dubai feeds need to be covered every single day, regardless of whether or not it's a holiday or a national holiday day. And you need to plan for that, but you can only really plan the national holidays when they're confirmed. But now we're 3 weeks out, and Lakshmi, who works on a Saturday,
Yes.
will be off on Saturday.
I think so, yeah.
But it looks like Sunday will be a working day, and so
Yes.
our other colleague Malak will be working on the Sunday. But every company has those sort of considerations to take into place. So it is really great getting the announcement now,
Know it
so we can make those
beforehand,
plans, and you can make your plans for that Saturday. But more to come. Anyway, this morning, busy roads because of a low-lying fog, and with that, we have some updates from the airport.
So there was fog alert. Several flights had faced delays across Dubai. So it's a heads up for travelers. If you were planning to jet off from Dubai International, things might just take a tad bit longer than expected. Emirates had announced delays on several flights arriving and departing due to heavy fog and reduced visibility across the UAE. And safety first, as always, they have considered that in mind.
The airline stressed that passenger and crew safety is the top priority and apologised for the inconvenience. They're asking everyone to check your flight status if you're flying out this morning online before heading to the airport.
And it's not just Emirates. So Indigo, the other airlines, they have issued a travel advisory warning that flight schedules could be affected and waiting times could get longer. So UAE weather authorities, they have confirmed that heavy fog is making visibility a bit tricky in some areas. So don't be surprised if you see more grounded planes than usual.
And so if you're heading to DXB today, plan ahead, leave extra time and maybe have a coffee before the wait. Or not. Dubai skies might be a little misty, but better safe than sorry.
And here's the thing, I was thinking at least the fog is giving us that cozy morning in the city vibe while we wait. I like the views, and also the fog this morning was really, I felt like I was back in December again. It was so, I didn't want to wake up actually this morning. I was seeing it and I was like, wow, okay. And
it makes you want to stay in bed.
Yes.
Like there's nothing about a foggy day that makes you think, oh, I want to go outside and enjoy that. That's just me, because I grew up with those types of dark mornings. And to me, they are stay in bed days.
Yes, definitely. I think it works for everyone. Like everyone's just such weather. It feels like it feels illegal to just go out and start working and all of this. But in terms of the flight concerns, are you someone who arrives 3 hours early, as they mention, or do you keep it till the last minute?
I arrive 3 hours early regardless of fog concerns.
Expected, actually.
Because I like the airport experience.
Oh.
I like it. Do some shopping, get some munch, regardless of the seasons, and maybe 2 hours, I guess. But usually I'm an early traveller. I would never leave a flight to the last minute.
I know many people
What about
who
you?
leave for last minute. I am way too early person actually, because my parents panic a lot. And there has been times when they have dropped me 13 hours before the flight. That is just,
13?
Yeah, because they were panicking and they misread the time. So the 1 a.m. became 1 p.m. and they just dropped me 13 hours before. And I checked in already and I'm just sitting in the airport and I explored the entire DXB. I'm like, okay, this
You're at Dubai airport for an extra 13 hours.
Yeah. So it was chill.
Yeah, that's okay. I'd rather be at DXB than any other airport,
I keep
to be honest.
thinking that. It's like, any other airport, I'd be bored out of my mind. But Dubai, I know I can explore some of the other corner and there'll be something new to explore.
Yeah, okay, but now you check your own flight times.
Yes, I do. I learned it the hard way.
Also, there was a couple of cancellations yesterday, I'm sure you're aware, due to severe snowstorms in the States. Emirates and Etihad cancelled flights to and from New York, Newark as well, and also some to Boston. So keep an eye on that. Again, they apologised for the inconvenience caused. They are closely monitoring the situation, but your safety and the safety of the crew is top priority, and so the flights unfortunately weren't able to go yesterday. Let's jump into our final story of the day.
So Foodie's Dubai order just went crazy viral. And if you have somehow watched a man order food at least three times this week, you're not alone, because John Fisher, also known as Big John, just turned a Dubai dinner into a 31 million view moment.
Big John was dining at Asia, and let's just say he wasn't going to order light. He ordered a lot of food, an entire feast for the whole family. But it wasn't just another, for Big John, it was just another calm, collected, bosh moment.
the video exploded almost immediately, and it got picked up by multiple accounts on X, hitting over 30 million views in just 4 days. He even captioned it, 31 million views on X alone, it's what we do. Very casual, just another day for Big John.
It went everywhere, but here's the twist. It wasn't just the food that people were talking about. It was his impeccable manners and how he did the order. People were like, that's elite. He's done this before. One of the comments that had 260 likes said, I don't know why I'm up past midnight on a Thursday on my third watch of Big John ordering a Chinese, but I have no regrets. Immeasurable manners by this man.
People were calling it poetry in motion. The control, the listening, the elite ordering, and that little napkin tucked into his shirt before the food even reaches. Dubai has seen viral moments before, but Big John ordering dinner got the internet hooked for cutest reasons.
Yeah, and we are currently in the middle of the holy month, so we won't go through the menu items that he ordered, but I think it's mainly the kind of ownership of the table that achieved the 32 million views across the world, because I think he just has this kind of this way about him that just got a lot of attention. Big John, he's famous in the UK, I guess, and he comes here on holidays a lot, but he posts a lot of kind of nice content with his family, but this video got the most attention that I've seen from him.
Oh, like throughout his entire profile, this one got the most?
I think so.
Oh.
Like, he's well known, but like this was 32 million views just on Twitter.
Yeah, and
millions of views on Instagram.
Yes, this is just Dubai doing its thing. But yeah, I get it. Like, I feel like a lot of videos have been going on in loop for me this entire week.
Yeah.
Like from before I watched this video by Big John, this was actually my first video of Big John that I watched. I never watched his videos before. Mm-hmm. But this somehow popped up in my feed and I was watching it as well. I have no clue why. I just kept watching it. I'm like, cute. And then all these videos, I don't know, this entire week has just been me watching videos on loop. And there was Punch the Monkey that happened.
Yeah, same.
And then Dubai started creating versions where they're welcoming Punch. All of these, I just kept watching and I kept cheering for people, through the screen. I'm like,
What app do you use the most?
Instagram.
I'm an Instagram person as well. And I wonder about our feeds because it was the same. This is the month of Punch.
Yes.
And Big John, mainly Punch. Last month was the month of the Penguin.
Yeah.
And Instagram just seems to be a different place now. As in, I scroll and I get videos that I don't follow. And I like social media for news. Like, it's part of the job, and so therefore I'm on it. And I like the pages that I follow, and I'm there for that. I'm not really there for all these random videos. Now, I loved Punch. I loved it. I cried. But also, it's not what I want to be consuming. I don't choose to consume it.
Okay.
I'm not there for that. I'm not there for the entertainment. I'm literally there to find good news stories, to look at the people that I follow, to see what they're up to. But I get served something completely different. And like, are we all being served the same stuff?
Does it show up on your FYP or does it like...
My main feed.
Your main feed?
Main feed. My FYP is all wedding dresses and stuff. And I'm like, well, from last year I got married and it just won't change. So that's all wedding. This is viral content from around the world.
I've got 2 different accounts actually for this reason. So I keep changing the algorithm. My main account is just stuff that I keep watching. So Punch comes under that. And then the other account, I mostly use it for like Dubai news and stuff like that. I don't know, it's like I talk to them, like, you keep this feed for this.
Yes. What is happening to our feeds? I don't know. But what will always be there is Lovin Dubai on all of your feeds. So if you get tired of your Instagram feed, we're also on Upscrolled, just starting out. We will be soon. And Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and the show as well goes live in a podcast format. If you miss the main show and you want to listen on your way home, that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show today. Thank you so much, Lakshmi.
Thank you.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.